Well, hello, it's Thursday, so it must be time for a late Woolly Hats Wednesday where you join me here in Braemar, where we've had a lovely couple of days and been walking, like we did in Pillochry, and enjoying the sunshine. Only a little bit of rain so far, which is fab. So when you're on holiday, you do lots of knitting and crochet, and I did show you some of these last week, but I'll show you how I've progressed. So this is the crochet. So those, you might remember, this is the Coastal Crochets blanket, which is designed, she does lots of cowls and things, and it's a great blanket because it uses up lots of stash. I've only had to buy a few balls of extra that I think I might need, so that's great. And this is a blanket for our neighbours who also have a woodland in Wales. This is trees and leaves and things like that, and I'm making it for them because last year they did some sterling work repairing the track that gives access to our woodland and theirs, and this is to say thank you. So I hope they enjoyed it. I'm certainly enjoying crocheting it. It's lovely. It's all double knit, and most of it is special Sirdar special DK, or some of it's King Cole, but all good stuff that was in my stash. So that's that there. So after I spoke to you last week in when we were in Pitlochry, we had a lovely walk up Monroe called Schiehallion, which was great. And on the way back to Pitlochry, we happened across a yarn store. I had done some research before, so I knew there was one there. A lovely place not far from Aberfeldy, and it had lots and lots of Rowan and West Yorkshire Spinners yarn. It also had a lovely tea shop, which was just what we needed after our walk. So we had a cup of tea and a piece of cake, and I had a little wander around the wool shop, and I found this. So this is West Yorkshire Spinners signature 4-ply knitting sock yarn. So it's got the nylon in, and I bought this to knit a pair of socks for Mr. W when we get back. So that'll be exciting. I was a bit surprised they didn't have any local yarn, but however, it was really nice to see all the Rowan and the West Yorkshire Spinners yarn there. So, oh sorry, my collar's a bit. So that was very exciting to see that. What I've also been doing some knitting as well, and I think I showed you a bit of this last time. This is the cardigan I'm knitting for somebody else as well. So this is using also Rowan wool. It's not the Rowan felted tweed. It's felted kid silk yarn. So it's like the Rowan felted tweed, but it's got extra fluff in it. I think it's got alpaca and mohair and stuff like that. So it's lovely and soft. Now it's a double knit yarn, but you can also knit with a larger needle. So this is a 5mm, so it's looser, but because it's nice and fluffy, you don't get lots of gaps, but it gives a lovely texture. So I hope my friend will enjoy wearing that when I have finished it. So there you go. So that's me and my holiday crochet and knitting and everything else, and having a fab time. I've got next week I shall be back in Chester, back to the normal routine, and my new crochet class has started. So I've got an afternoon and evening class, and they're all full of lovely new students to learn how to knit and crochet. So I shall enjoy meeting them all, and I shall be busy preparing for them when I get back, and making cake and all that kind of stuff. So we really are now back into autumn, aren't we? And certainly the temperature has dropped down here. When we were on top of the hills yesterday, there was a bit of snow. So we're now in our nice jumpers because it is quite cool. And this one, you might remember, this is one I made last year or over the last 2 years, and it's a Rowan pattern, and it's using traditional fair art techniques, but it's not a traditional fair art pattern. And again, I've been using stash here, so I didn't buy any extra wool to make this. So there's some felted tweed, there's some West Yorkshire Spinners Colour Lab, there's some hand-spun, hand-dyed yarn from Berwick, there's some Coastal Colours as well. So it's all jolly exciting. It reminds me of lots of things, places I've visited and done before. So it's a lovely, nice, warm, sloppy Joe sort of jumper to wear on after I've been for a walk up a hill, had a cup of tea, and then now time to do some knitting and crochet. So that's what I shall do. I shall leave you now, and I shall see you next week. Bye for now.